Yeah, fuck these niggas cause they always been extra. All these diamonds on me, I don't feel no pressure.
What's up with y'all, man? I'm kind of mad, but because, I don't know who it is. It's probably like 6ix9ine's label or whatever, but y'all need to unblock my fucking video. I'm helping y'all out, promoting y'all shit. Now unblock my shit, nigga. For real. But when they read my claim and unblock it, y'all get that video. I'm sorry because I was lit in this video because I liked the song. But now you hate the song, people be salty. But I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna just wait. And y'all gonna have to wait too, because eventually they will. Because a long time ago I did one to Keys in the Streets. They blocked it, and I filed a fucking claim or whatever it is, and they unblocked it, and now that video has fucking 185 views or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. But anyway, this video is 3 True Snapchat Stories by Mr. Nightmare. Let's get right into it.
I used to use Snapchat a lot last year and the year before. The story takes place during the summer of 2015 when I was 14 years old. I would Snapchat this one friend of mine regularly. We were both on each other's best friends lists. I'll call him Ben for this story. One night, he hadn't snapped me in a while, so I sent him a funny picture. He didn't open it for a while, so I sent another funny photo of myself. Coincidentally, I happened to be in the app when I saw that he finally opened them. Usually he would respond within a minute, but this time he didn't respond at all. I decided to text him instead, saying, "What's up?" I got a red receipt within the minute. No response, though. I didn't know what was up with him or if I did something to piss him off, but I wasn't going to beg him to respond to me, so I put my phone down and focused on something else. Eventually, I started having a conversation with one of my other friends through text, and somehow Ben's name came up, and the fact that he had lost his phone. I made sure my friend was absolutely certain that Ben was still missing his phone, and he said yes. I called Ben's house phone number. His dad picked up. I asked to speak with Ben, and Ben himself confirmed he was missing his phone. I told him somebody had his phone because they were opening his Snapchats and reading texts. He freaked out and told me to come over, but I really didn't want to. I told him I'd message them asking to return the phone. I sent a bunch of texts to the person. It said read for every single one of them, but I didn't get a text back. Instead, I eventually received a Snapchat from Ben's phone. I opened it, and it was a picture of a really weird-looking guy with a huge smile on his face. And the caption was, "Coming over." I called Ben once again to make sure he didn't have either of our addresses on his phone. To my dismay, he had both of our addresses on his phone. I received a text from the guy while I was on the phone with Ben, saying, "You're good looking." Ben didn't have Track My iPhone enabled, so he couldn't even try to track this creep. That night, I woke up at some ungodly hour. I'd say 3 a.m. I wasn't sure if something had woken me up or not, but I was somewhat positive that I thought I saw some kind of light just as I woke up. I sat up and rubbed my eyes, and realized it was really, really hot in the room, which was weird considering we had the AC on. As I turned to my window, an unexpected white flash of light filled the room, and I felt a sharp pain in my eyes which had become adjusted to the dark. I struggled to reopen my eyes, but when I could, I saw that my window had been opened, and someone was leaning half of their body into my bedroom with a camera in their hand. I screamed like a little girl in what was undoubtedly the most nightmarish moment of my life. It was a man at my window, and as I pushed myself back up against the wall, curled up in my bed screaming, I could distinguish the man's face to be the same face I'd seen on Ben's Snapchat. He struggled to squeeze himself back out the window, but he did manage to escape before my parents could enter the room. We contacted the police that same night and had them track the phone. They found the man in a house 2 miles away and arrested him. Ben got his phone back and I got peace of mind, knowing the creep would be behind bars.
Wait, so how did he find out where he lived? And how did he know where his room was? Weird.
This is a short but terrifying story of something that happened when I was Snapchatting a friend. I'm pretty young, I'm only 13, still in middle school. A girl I really liked had just recently started snapping me selfie pictures, and we started messaging each other for a few nights.
What kind of selfie pictures?
One night when I was watching TV, she sent me a snap of herself laying in her bed without a caption. I sent a message saying, "What's up?" She sent another identical picture, this time with a caption saying, "Not much, you?" She set the timer to 10 seconds, so it gave me plenty of time to analyze the picture, including her bedroom in the background, and the dark outline of a person standing by her window. I quickly sent a response message, saying, "Is that your brother by the window?" She sent another identical snap, this time captioned, "What do you mean?" In this picture, the figure at the window was closer, and I could see a hand pressed up against the glass. I closed the snap before the timer even ran out so I could tell her quicker. I said, "There's somebody at your window, turn around." She opened my snap almost immediately, and then I didn't hear from her again on the app. I grew more and more worried as the minutes passed. I texted her a few times to no avail. I tried calling her a few times to no avail as well. I didn't know her house phone number, otherwise I would have called her parents. It wasn't until midnight when I was already laying in bed that she finally texted me back. She explained the whole situation. As soon as she looked at her window and saw the person standing there, she screamed, and that caused the person, who turned out to be a 20-something-year-old man, to open the window and jump into the room. From there, she ran to her parents' room and woke her dad, who went to her room to find nothing but an open window. It wasn't exactly a personal story of mine, but it freaks me out nonetheless, knowing that the only thing that saved my friend from whatever could have happened was the fact that I was able to see the window through her selfies, unbeknownst to the creeper at her window.
Man, like, this is crazy. This is why you always lock your windows. Because, like, anything can happen. Like, even if you're on the top floor, like, of your house, like, that don't mean nothing. Anything can still happen. Like, they can use something to come up here. Like, and make sure you have blinds. Like, if you don't have blinds, use something to cover up your window so nobody can see in there. You don't want people looking in your house. That's somewhat crazy if you just got an open window.
When you think of Snapchat, the last thing you would think of is a horror story, besides maybe private pictures being leaked. It was almost a year ago now. I was a senior in high school and was Snapchatting a few different people at my kitchen table at 10 o'clock. My parents had already gone to sleep. I got a notification from Snapchat. It said, "Snapchat from Hector." I did not know anyone by the name of Hector, so right away it was weird. I should mention I'm a guy, so it's not like random creeps snapping me for pictures or anything like that is a common occurrence. I didn't want to open it up right away because then whoever this was might think I was available for some kind of conversation. A whole half hour went by and I completely forgot about the snap. That is, until I got another one from this Hector person. This time, I opened it right away. The first snap was taken in a really dark room, and somebody's face was just barely in the picture, though it was way too dark to give a clear description of the person. All I could tell was the person was a bit darker skinned. The next picture was taken outside, facing a road. It took me a while to catch on because of the darkness and the graininess of the photo, but there was an arm pointing down the road. I typed "Who is this?" in the chat. The message was read instantly, but there was no reply. The guy added me, so I added him back. His Snapchat score was literally 5, and he watched all of my Snapchat stories. 5 minutes passed before I got another Snapchat from this Hector guy. I opened it right away. This time, a picture taken in the middle of the street. However, I recognized the street he was on. He was only 2 blocks away from my house. Again, I typed, "Who is this?" I knew it was one of my friends messing with me on some kind of throwaway account. I texted a few of my friends who I thought might be doing it. They all promised it wasn't them, but they all found it really funny. I got a 4th Snapchat from this Hector person. I found myself getting more and more nervous opening each one. I waited a few seconds and then opened the snap. It was a picture of my block.
Honestly, like in these, like I would just like go to your parents and open the snaps with your parents so they know you're not lying before it's too late. But I don't think that's how people think sometimes. They just think ahead and just, I'm gonna open it and nothing's gonna happen. Oh. Like, if I don't know you and you on my block texting me, like, bro, we gotta, like, bro, we're throwing them hands. No, I'm kidding. I don't got time.
Taken by the old lamppost on the corner. My good friend who lives 2 doors down came over because I was freaked out and wanted him there. He's a big dude, so him and I could take on any one person.
Look at that. That's smart right there. Get you a big boy. A big, hefty boy. Because I ain't gonna call nobody fat. But, hey, get you a tall, big, hefty boy.
We sat on my couch with the TV on in the background, staring at my phone, waiting for another snap from this guy.
If your TV on, why you looking at your phone? Like obviously, like, okay, here's my phone. So I set it down, and the TV's like straight ahead. All right, I'm looking. The TV's on, but you looking at your phone. The TV's on. Why don't you just look at the TV? Like, is your sound not on? Like, turn your sound on so you can hear the notification, so y'all can watch the TV. So why it's on?
Sure enough, the notification popped up with Hector's name on it, and my friend got excited with laughter. I was too nervous to find humor in it. He told me to take a screenshot this time. When I opened the snap, the picture was of my house. It was taken from the front yard. I took the screenshot and we both jumped off the couch and ran to my front door to look outside. We couldn't see anyone, so we both put our shoes on and checked outside. I told my friend to stay in the front and I checked the backyard. On my way to the backyard, I got another snap from Hector. I opened it immediately once again, and this time, the picture was of the back door to my house. Before opening that gate, I yelled for my friend to come around back, which in hindsight, I can now see was a mistake, because as soon as I opened that gate, I saw somebody already running for the gate on the other side of the yard. Me and my friend chased after whoever it was, but it was way too dark to see anything out in the streets. This Hector guy got away. My friend hung out for another hour or two, and after he left, I went to bed shortly after. Of course, I was rolling around in bed for over an hour, in the back of my mind waiting for a notification to go off on my phone, saying Hector sent you a Snapchat. Eventually, everything faded to darkness, and the next thing I remember was waking up the next morning. The first thing I did was check my phone. There were 3 notifications throughout the night, each saying Hector sent me a Snapchat. It took me a while to finally press the button to see the pictures. All 3 of the pictures were of different windows to my house, the 3rd one of my bedroom. I blocked the user and even went as far as to email Snapchat support to report the guy, to which I got some copy-pasted response like, "Thank you for your email, we take these matters very seriously," and so on. They proved to be of little help, even when I followed up on the matter a week later. I would normally assume whoever did this was a friend, acquaintance, or just some person I barely knew from my grade. But judging by the little bit of skin I saw in the photos and the username, this person was Hispanic, and there weren't any Hispanic kids in my school. It still freaks me out to this day, wondering who the hell this Hector person actually was, how he knew me, my Snapchat username, and my address.
Is that it? Yeah, that's basically it. So, That was 3, or I could just use this hand, 3 true Snapchat stories. Well, basically, on my thoughts is like being a person who's on Snapchat. Like, if that was ever to happen to me, like you honestly, like me, how like I have like I don't know. It wouldn't matter to me. I would just tell my mom. And then my mom would just call the police. But then, because, I'm smart about it, I would actually do that. But people just fucking, like, stupid about it. Y'all just wait till it's too late. Like, why don't you do something about it beforehand, before it actually resolves to the person coming to your house? Because most of the time, people come to your house, I mean, honestly, he probably could have got your username off of anything, off of Get Friends app or anything. He could have got it. You could have just been on his list, a random person on his list. And as to your house, I don't know when this was, but like it probably could have been that little ghost thing to where everybody can see where you're at. He probably did that, and then like mess with you, come to your house. But it like if you didn't do that, like you excuse me, there probably would have been no more you. But yeah, that's why you always keep your windows locked. That's why you never show where you are. That's why you have good friends, hefty people. But yeah, just be careful about what you do when you're on social media, because anything can happen. Anything can happen. Like yeah. Oh, that's it. Should like, comment, subscribe, and second channel will probably be in the description. Maybe not. Mr. Nightmare's channel will be in the description. Probably not. Social media will be in the description because it's always in there. But yeah. Oh yeah, and what was I about to say? Oh yeah, this is like a makeup video for the video that is blocked worldwide right now. So yeah, this is only volume 1. Volume 2 will come probably. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm not going to sleep tonight. I might put out volume 2. This is volume 1. I might put out volume 2 to this, and a couple more Mr. Nightmares. You never know, because I gotta stop doing music, like, cause I don't want to be a music channel. And plus, like, videos have copyright claims. Some of them, like, most of my videos are okay. This is the second video that is being blocked, but the other one got unblocked. This one, I don't know if it will get unblocked, but if it does, yeah, just be on the lookout for that too. Yeah. Peace.
All these diamonds on me, I don't feel no pressure. Money coming in like I am money